I was fortunate to hear you speak at the RAND Institute recently and now at the Pacific Council on International Policy. You're reaching a lot of academic organizations as well as policy organizations and other academic institutions and even some commercial businesses around California. Would you like to talk a little bit about some of the work you've been doing here in our state and why you feel it's important?
So I'm trying to reach out in no small part because Silicon Valley, other areas of California, clearly critical in terms of their development of technology. One of the things I say to our workforce is the days where we could just sit at Fort Meade and do everything ourselves are long gone. That our ability to execute our mission is in no small part driven by the partnerships we're able to create. Secondly, we need to acknowledge that many in that area have concerns about what we do. So we could sit here in Fort Meade and just tell ourselves, well, we're pure, we're good, why don't they understand? Or we could get out and try to engage in a dialogue, a conversation. Those two things really are what bring me to California. And so today it was the Pacific Council. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. It's great to be in Los Angeles. Yesterday it was, or earlier today it was in Monterey. The day before that it was in Palo Alto, both with private business as well as with Stanford. I try to bounce around. Talk to a wide range of people.
On the subject of the Sony hack, there was a lot of questions about whether or not the company was prepared in advance. But going a little bit farther than that, there was a lot of critiques afterwards about how the company was not able to handle the aftermath of the situation. Do you feel that in this day and age, it's not only important for private companies to address the if questions, but also the when questions? If in fact almost all companies can expect an attack at this point, should there be adequate systems for them to handle the fallout after such a cyber intrusion occurs?
I do believe that we can't just focus our efforts on ensuring people don't get into the networks. That despite our best efforts, we have to acknowledge there's a high potential that it's still going to happen, and therefore you need to, so what are you going to do? And my military culture teaches me the time to decide what you're going to do is not in the middle of a crisis, that you need to have spent time and energy on this. You need to have trained and exercised and simulated this well before it ever happens.
Admiral, what is the most pressing global issue that is not receiving enough attention?
The challenge to me that we're not spending as much time as I think we need to is the fact that the legal framework that we currently have today is based on an analog copper-based world, and we're in a digital wireless world. And our laws and our authorities aren't matched for the reality of today, which is causing many of these challenges we're running into, even as we're trying to defend the nation against attacks from outside in the cyber arena.
Great. Thank you, Admiral.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you.